The following is a Just Green production.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of September 4th, 2017. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. We got a lot to go over on week 3 of Might Be News. Welcome. Follow us on Twitter at MightBeNews247. That's MightBeNews247. Check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes. We're working on Amazon. We're working on Google, all that. But for now, SoundCloud, iTunes. Subscribe, listen, download. Check us out. This is our 3rd episode of the 2nd season. Feeling really good about it. Got my co-host here with me. Co-host Kev, say what up.
Yo, what up, guys?
What up, co-host Danny?
What's going on, guys?
Again, guys, welcome to week 3 of Might Be News. I'm Taylor Cooper. We got some stuff to talk about here. I got some random topics, 3 things to bounce off you guys. But first, let's get to some good news.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, good news for week 3. There's been a lot of bad news out there. Hurricane Harvey has ravaged Texas, but J.J. Watt for the Houston Texans has raised $10 million, and it's expected to rise.
That is incredible.
Go on to youcaring.com/JJ Watt. Check that out. Absolutely incredible.
I'm a huge J.J. Watt fan. Have you ever seen this guy's pre-game ritual that he does?
No.
He goes out onto the field and has a catch with the fans, the kids in the crowd.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's just an awesome football player. He's got pure raw talent, and he's a great guy off the field as well.
Yeah, he's been posting all these Twitter updates and the Twitter videos, updating people on, how much money they're getting, and they just keep raising their goal, which is, really inspirational. And then you look at all the people that are going down to Houston with their own boats trying to help people. That's some good news out of a bad story.
Dude, you see all these videos. I saw a video on Facebook today about these monster trucks that are down there rescuing and towing out National Guards.
Yep. It's unbelievable.
It's awesome.
My brother Ben is down there with the National Guard. Shout out to Ben. Be safe out there.
And then you got the local firefighters from Philly that are going down there with the water rescue team.
Yeah,
That's
you just
incredible.
look at the footage of all these people, traffic jams, just people with boats, just all going down there.
That's
awesome.
incredible.
My second good news story of the week is simply one word. Kev, look, one word. Football.
Football.
Right now it's Friday, September 1st for us, so this is the last weekend for us without regular season.
Oh, thank God.
Can I add something else in?
Fine.
As of today, Friday,
Yeah.
there's 34 days until regular season hockey starts.
Yeah, the good point is football, Kev.
Yeah, you need to calm
We can
down.
talk about that good point about
and-
hockey in a few weeks.
Yeah, give us 4 to 5 episodes
Right
before you
now.
start bringing in that shit.
Right now, we're talking about football.
Right now it's football. All right, I don't
You
want
guys
to hear
are
anything else
assholes.
about it.
Some pigskin.
My
football.
third story comes out of Indianapolis somewhere. Kevin Walsh, I guess this was a few years ago, when he was younger, was going to kill himself, and his friend he met at some camp when he was a kid. They remained friends for years. Her name is Blake. She called to prevent it, and 10 years later they got married. They just celebrated their 1-year anniversary.
Good for her.
That's
Good
awesome.
for
That's
them.
pretty cool. In kind of relation to that, the rapper Logic, his new album called Everybody is out now. Check it out. He did a performance at the VMAs, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But he did a performance at the VMAs of his song called 1-800-273-8255, which is the suicide hotline, national suicide hotline. After he did that performance, and then the performance, it was all over the stage. It was everywhere, the hotline. And calls increased 50% after that performance. So that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Spreading awareness. So that's the good news for this week. That's it. What do you guys think about that?
Can you read that number one more time?
That number for the hotline is 1-800-273-8255.
There you go. Write it down if you need
24/7. If you need help, get some help. All right, so got a couple topics to just bounce off you guys that I thought were interesting that I saw this week. The worst summer box office numbers in over a decade. Domestic.
Wow.
Domestic. Transformers was a flop, and Pirates of the Caribbean, the new one, The Dead Man Tell No Tales or something, lowest in franchise history. Lowest numbers domestically. Transformers made like $130 million. Pirates of the Caribbean did like $172 million. Other busts this summer include, but are not limited to, Baywatch.
Flop.
I didn't see that. Was that any good?
I didn't see it. I want to see it.
I didn't see it either.
For the sake of seeing it.
Dude, I heard it was terrible.
I heard it was terrible.
I heard it was funny.
I heard it was funny, but I heard it was terrible. Like cheesy, you know? But
Well,
I'm
it
glad
is
they made it
Baywatch.
rated R, right? It is rated R, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know anyway. The Dark Tower flopped, which everybody thought it was going to be good because it had Matthew McConaughey and what's his name? I always forget. Ibris. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about right now?
No.
The movie I'm talking about?
No.
I know the movie you're talking about.
What's his name? I can't remember.
I don't remember his name. I know he played a key role in The
Stringer
Office,
Bell,
right?
and he was the Stringer Bell in The Wire.
Didn't watch that either.
Neither one of you seen The Wire?
I've seen it, dude.
Yeah.
I remember watching that when you were at the 3300 Club,
yeah.
where they were killing people and putting them in abandoned houses.
Yeah.
That was freaking gangster.
That's after
Dude.
Stringer Bell. Spoiler alert. Anyway, so some movie called The House was considered a flop. I don't even know what it was. A comedy, I think. I forget who was in it. Anyway, the movies that did great include, but are not limited to, Wonder Woman, which did $406 million domestically, which was really good. I liked it. It was so good, in fact, that they brought it out again right before it came out on DVD in theaters. Like I noticed like a couple weeks ago it was back in theaters, which is weird. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 did really good, $389 million. The new Spider-Man, which was awesome, did $319 million, and Despicable Me did $256 million
$256 million.
domestically. Overseas, much better numbers. Pirates of the Caribbean included. They did $618 million overseas. Despicable Me, $972 million overseas.
So almost $1 billion
Yeah,
overseas.
over Minions.
Wow.
Wonder Woman did 806 overseas.
Now, why do you think the numbers are down? Is it because you have these new streaming devices that are out? I mean, because you can get the Amazon Fire Stick, the Dragon Box.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time you and Jackie were at the movies?
We go to the movies often.
It's expensive.
It is, but it's like something I really like to do.
Well, yeah, I'd like to do it too, but my paycheck doesn't like to do it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but
Every-
you're taking 4 kids to the movies.
That's true, too.
Or 2 kids and your wife, 4 people to the movies. You're just going with 2.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
if,
a lot
if
of
me
times
and my
we go
wife
down to Movie Tavern and get food too.
Yeah.
So it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
I like it. Like we went and saw a few movies this summer. I saw the Spider-Man movie. I saw Wonder Woman, Guardians of the Galaxy, Baby Driver, which Baby Driver is my favorite movie I saw this summer. Point blank period. Point blank period.
Never heard of it.
We'll check out the trailer when we go on a break in a little bit.
I heard that was good from the time it started to the time it ended.
Literally a perfect movie in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
heard.
it was a perfect, like just random, hey, let's go to the movies. This was a great movie. You know? Like some movies you go there expecting something and you don't get it. Some movies, there's a lot of sequels right now. And I think that that's a big reason, is that everything's either a sequel or a remake, you know?
Yeah.
They're remaking everything, which is cool in a sense where you get an update in special effects in some case. Oh, we saw Beauty and the Beast, and that was live, literally. That was awesome.
I actually just saw the Beauty and the Beast. Amy got the Blu-ray. I thought that was dope, but There were some slow parts.
Well, it's
a Disney
identical.
movie.
It's identical to the movie, to the animated movie. It's
Yeah.
identical, except it's real people in this one.
All
which
those new
made it
whack
extra dope.
songs. All those new whack slow songs were so bad.
Is it because you couldn't sing along like you did to the old songs?
Like
Exactly.
Moana.
Exactly.
Dude, Moana's a perfect movie.
Dude, I love Moana. So does Jackson.
Shining. That's my shit.
Oh, the crab.
Yeah, the crap. Anyway.
Have you watched Moana yet?
No,
Oh, dude,
failing.
dude, we're gonna bring this up every week until you see Moana.
no, I haven't.
They haven't
watched it.
paid us anything. Disney hasn't paid us anything.
Disney, you need to get on that.
Anyway, I got a brief history of Labor Day. When you're hearing this, or whenever, if you listen to it, other than Monday, but if you're listening to us on Premiere Day, it's Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
It honors the American labor movement and the contributions workers have made to strengthen, to the strength, prosperity, laws, and well-being of our country. That's what Labor Day is. Oregon was the first state to make Labor Day a holiday. In 1887, it became federally observed. In 1894, Grover Cleveland was the president.
There you
Pretty
go.
cool.
That's Labor Day.
Pretty cool.
My third thing, which now we're pretty far removed from this, but I wanted to talk about the VMAs. And let's start off by talking about how whack MTV is now. Now, I realized after listening to last week's episode that I dated myself really bad by talking about cassette tapes. I feel like now that we're almost dating ourselves talking about music videos on MTV.
When MTV used to play music videos.
Yeah, I feel like we're dating ourselves, like showing how stupid old we are now.
It wasn't that long ago.
But it was, because neither was
Yeah.
cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Technology moves so fast now that everything. I have an iPhone 7S. In a year, this is going to be old.
No, next month.
Next month, yeah.
The iPhone 8 comes out next month.
Stupid, and it's like $999.
That's stupid.
Well,
I'm
whatever.
gonna
It's
get
The
it.
phone is almost
Probably-
$1,000.
Probably the best technology on the planet that you can
Get
buy.
out of here with that. I'll make phone calls, take a couple pictures. That's about it. What
Do
do I need to
either
spend
of-
$1,000 for?
Do either of you watch? Have you taken it, dude? The pictures with this phone are incredible. Apple hasn't paid us.
Apple, this might be news to you, but you owe us some
One
money.
ear plugging you. Anyway, do either of you ever turn on the TV and go to MTV?
Never. Nope.
I don't know.
No.
My wife does. She likes that catfish show.
Oh, okay. Catfish is semi-entertaining. I've seen it a couple times. I used to like Robin Big.
That was my shit.
Rest in peace, Big.
Yeah, rest in peace, Big. Even what's it was?
Fantasy Factory.
Fantasy Factory was
Yep.
fun. Nitro Circus,
Yep.
Jackass, all that
Yep.
was good. Anyway, the VMAs, I got a brief rundown of who won what. Video of the year went to Kendrick Lamar for Humble, which, if you guys haven't seen that video, it is really awesome.
We were speaking about it last episode.
Yeah, it's really good. He won Video of the Year, Best Hip Hop for Humble, Best Direction for Humble, and Best Visual Effects for Humble. That's what he did. Artist of the Year, Ed Sheeran. Best
Dude,
New
he's
Artist.
dope.
I dig him.
I dig him.
He was on
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, which I'm going to talk about in a minute,
Oh, great.
because the finale was last week.
Another Game of Thrones.
I'm just saying.
Wow, wow, wow.
He was on the season premiere, and everybody was hating on him. I myself included. He was whack.
But
He looked just like Ed Sheeran, but he was on Game of Thrones.
so what?
No. They didn't even change his stupid hair.
But
That's
dude,
No.
dude, if
Nope.
you're a famous person and you have the opportunity to be on your favorite show, because it's probably his favorite show, how thrilled would you be?
I'd be thrilled, but I would try to at least fucking look like I belong there. I'm telling you.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. He
Was-
looks stupid.
I'll leave it at that.
The best new artist category goes to this guy named Khalid. I checked him out. He has one album out. American Teenager, I think is what it's called. It's good. It's good. There's one song called Location that's been on heavy rotation for me this week. It's been good. Anyway, best pop, Fifth Harmony, Down. Best hip hop, I said Kendrick Lamar. Best rock, 21 Pilots, Heavy Dirty Soul.
Yo, I dig them too.
Yeah, they're good.
21 Pilots.
They're good. We're going to find out if you guys like Thrice in a little bit. I don't know how many people have heard of Thrice. Kev's already looking at me. Hater mode. Hater mode. Anyway, don't say anything about it. Let's see if you guys know any of these bands or groups or whatever. New music out on iTunes Friday, September 1st. LCD Sound System, American Dream. There's a lot of electronic this week. I listened to some of it. I like some of it. You guys don't like anything I like, so chances are you guys are going to hate all of this shit. The Script, Freedom Child, Daughter, Music from Before the Storm, Scooter Forever. Orchestral.
What are you talking about right now?
I'm sitting here trying to figure out if he's naming an artist, if he's naming the
right.
album,
You're right.
or if he's naming
You're
the
right.
song.
See, because I don't know any of these people either. The only reason that I know is because on my paper that you can't see, there's quotation marks around the album. So let me just break this down.
You're just going up and saying random words.
You're absolutely correct. I apologize. LCD Sound System. The album, American Dream.
There we go.
The Script is the band or group. Freedom Child is the album. Daughter came out with their new album, Music from Before the Storm. Scooter's new instant classic, Scooter Forever. I don't even know who Scooter is or if it's an instant classic, but Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark is the dopest band name ever with their new album, The Punishment of Luxury. I'm probably going to listen to that when we're done this show just to see if it's not dumb. The group Big Gigantic with their new album, Brighter Future. Derek Minor put out new music, Your Soul Must Fly. Steve Winwood, the Winwood Greatest Hits live album. And Motorhead dropped a new cover album called Undercover, which is actually pretty good. So that's the new music this week.
Hey, while we're talking about music,
Mhm.
I'm going to bring up something that I saw on Facebook. Bone Thugs and Harmony have a concert coming up
Really?
in Baltimore at the Soundstage on Thursday, September 28th at 7 p.m. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's a school night, brother.
Yo, just skip school the next day, man.
Yeah, it's that I would love to do that, but it's a school night too, and it's really far away. Probably.
might be
It would
worth
be
it.
fun. It would.
I would love to
definitely
see
be
them.
fun.
We saw Mobb Deep a couple years ago, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I miss old hip hop so much. I saw. I was talking about it last week. Wu-Tang's coming out with a new album, and I couldn't be.
And it
more-
moved.
It did. It did. It was wild. Moving a little bit right now, talking about it. So let's stop. So as I said earlier, maybe I didn't, but some bad news this week. You know, with Hurricane Harvey and all the landslides in India. Kev, you heard about what's going on in India?
Yeah.
The monsoon.
Yep, monsoon hit. Like I saw over 1,000 people, but you were saying 12. It's up to,
Yeah, I think you're closer. It was like 1,200. It was close. It was like between 1,100 and 1,200 is what I saw.
okay.
That's what I saw, too.
That's crazy.
So it's what? It was
That's
a
the deaths.
monsoon. It was a landslide.
Yeah, and
and
massive
just
flooding.
Tragic flooding.
Dude,
Millions of people just totally affected by this.
Dude, I understand that it's India. It's a different country. I don't know what kind of technology they have there, but we can't. Don't we have some kind of technology that can see that kind of stuff coming?
We do, yes. I don't know if they do.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know.
Dude, because that's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's monsoon season. Like they know that this time of year that it's going to flood. The problem is that this flood is worse than it's been in quite a few years. They're saying. And the fact is that good portion of these cities, millions of people live in like shanty towns.
Yeah.
Like they're just shacks on top of shacks on top of shacks. And you wash out the bottom shack, you wash out the rest of them.
And Top Shack's going right with it.
Yeah. So that's where a lot of those deaths come from, is just stuff collapsing on top of people, you know. But now they're talking about, and you wouldn't even know this was going on, or you would know that this was going on if Hurricane Harvey wasn't, you know, taking up all the news, basically, which is terrible down there. They just had this chemical plant explosion down there. I think it blew up twice, they said. I don't think anybody was hurt or killed, though. It was like all evacuated.
I think they had to evacuate a mile and a half around the plant. They knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, because they totally lost power,
Yeah.
and it, and everything. It's just so nuts down there. They're talking about there's floating little islands of fire ants. Have you seen that shit?
Saw that picture.
They're just all holding on to each other, just along for the ride, just creating a fucking raft of fire ants. Then you got to worry about all the snakes going through the water in there.
The alligators.
Yep.
Weren't they worried about sharks too?
Oh, yeah.
Some places on the Gulf, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
But also with the flooding, you have the raw sewage that's mixing with the flooding.
Right.
So
yeah,
you risk getting
there's so
extremely sick
yeah.
if you get that into your body.
Well, shit, I mean, like, you're walking around in murky water. It's so easy to step on something that cuts your foot or your ankle or
Or a
trip on
pile of
something.
fire ants.
Who fucking know? Yeah.
That just fuck your day up.
Dude.
I don't mean to laugh, but
No, but
that's
yeah.
fucked up.
Like we were saying earlier, you find good things out of that. I know I saw Kevin Hart was challenging celebrities to donate money. It was like the $25,000 thing. The Kardashians, Donald Trump even giving him $1 million of his own money.
But wouldn't that who the heck is in charge of that big church? That famous guy,
Joel Osteen,
was not opening his doors.
See, I've heard so many conflicting reports about that I don't even know, and it seemed like he wasn't opening it to people
because it was flooded.
Right. I heard that it was flooded, and then there was other people that took pictures that said that it wasn't, and I don't know.
It's hard to tell what's true or not, because he's saying that the roads leading to the church were impassable. They were flooded. The church was flooded. The parking garage was flooded. But then you have guys saying, oh, well, we saw it firsthand. It's not flooded. But he has photos saying that it was.
And I also saw that he was going down the street in his yacht, handing out little pamphlets saying, here's self-help and here's prayers for you. And can we stop talking about this depressing stuff?
I don't know, man.
Hey, I got something to change the mood. I watched a documentary about beavers the other day. It was the best damn show I've ever seen.
Oh!
Wow. Are you guys doing dad jokes right now?
Yes.
All right, before you do, we decided that these two dads here, my co-hosts, are going to exchange a couple dad jokes a week now. So if you want to skip ahead a few seconds, I don't blame you.
What do you got, Kev? What do you got? Hit me with something.
What do you call a duck addicted to drugs?
I don't know.
No idea.
A quackhead.
Yo. You're an idiot.
Oh, man. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer?
Why?
Because he couldn't see himself working there.
What do you call a homo police dog?
I have no idea.
A gay 9.
Oh, my God.
A termite walks into the bar and asks, is the bartender here?
Oh my God, that took a second. That was terrible. What kind of bees make milk? What kind of bees make milk?
I don't know. Tell me.
Boobies.
That's it. I'm done.
Kev wins this week.
I'm done.
Kev wins
Wow.
this week.
That caught me off guard.
That was the dad joke showdown on Might
man.
Be News.
Oh, that
All
was
right.
good.
That was good. That was really good.
That was
That was
good.
better than I was expecting it to be. High five, Kev. Good job.
If
All
you
right.
fast forward to miss the dad jokes, rewind it
Yeah.
and listen to the dad
it was
jokes.
better than I thought it was. So yeah, go ahead, rewind. So yeah, that was good. We're gonna take a little break here in a second. After we do that, we got What's the Point coming up. I know the three of us got some really good ones this week. Then we're gonna do Sleeper of the Week, our album review, our late review, Thrice Beggars, This Week in History, and then we're out. And then I go on vacation.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I go on vacation. I come back. I record another episode. We come back out with episode 4. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Sir.
For now, we're taking a smoke break, and we're going to play a couple seconds of a beat or something like that. We'll be right back. More Might Be News after this. We're back. Can you believe it? Might Be News, Season 2, Episode 3. Here comes some more. I'm Taylor Cooper, my co-host. Co-host Kev, say what up.
Yo, guys.
What up, co-host Danny?
What's up?
So we've officially reached the halfway point of this episode. We did some good news. We did some bad news. We did some random news. Football's coming back. Excited about that. Now we got What's the Point, where each one of us brings something to the table. We'll talk about it. Let's get into it. What's the point?
Is there a point to this? What is your
Are
point?
you just going to sit there and look stupid?
I also wanted to say real quick before we get started with What's the Point, how much I enjoyed the dad joke championships for this week. All right, it was great.
There'll be more.
Here's some funny dudes.
There'll be more.
I picked good co-hosts. You guys are funny.
Thanks, Buddha.
It means a lot.
So what's the point this week? Let's start with Danny. What do you got?
So the other day I was sitting down and one of my, I wouldn't say favorite sports movies was on, but it's a movie I really enjoy. Moneyball. Have you guys ever seen Moneyball?
I have. It's good.
And
That's with Brad Pitt.
correct.
All right.
And I like
know of it.
I like it for a completely different reason than regular sports movies. You have your Rudy and that kind of stuff, and that's, Rudy playing football. But Moneyball, it's what happens behind the scenes. And that's why I like it so much. There was another one that I really enjoyed was called Draft Day. You ever seen Draft Day?
No.
No, that That's with Kevin Costner.
Correct.
Right? I have not seen it, but
It almost portrays the GM leading up to the draft.
okay.
And I think that portrays the story of Johnny Manziel and the Browns. So it made me start to think of my favorite sports movies of all time. So I wrote my list down, and then I wanted to see where my movies ranked compared to Rolling Stones. So I looked at Rolling Stone's top 30 sports movies of all times, and let me tell you, I'm fucking pissed off with this list.
Wow.
I'm mad at this list. So let's start with this. Kevin, what are your favorite sports movies of all time?
I got 4 off the top of my head.
And I'm going to see if they're on this list of the top 30 from Rolling Stones. Go ahead with number 1.
Given. No. This is a given for me.
Oh, okay.
It's
I thought that was the name of the movie.
This is a given for me.
I was about to say, I've
Any
never heard
one
that.
of the 3 Mighty Ducks.
Wow.
Okay. Not on the list.
Get out of here.
No, but that's on one of my favorite lists. Because like I said in the previous episode, I'm a kid at heart. D2, the Mighty Ducks, is my shit.
D2 is where
That
it's
is
at.
my shit
Yeah,
right
that's where
there.
it's at.
But
Yeah.
no, not on the list.
Wow.
The Sandlot.
Not on the list.
What?
Yep. Come on. What's your other ones?
Karate Kid.
Not on the list.
Get out of here.
What's your fourth?
Now I'm drawing a blank. The one with Mark Wahlberg.
Invincible?
Invincible.
You went 0 for 4 on the
Really?
list of the top 30 sports movies.
Is Slapshot on there?
I believe Slapshot was. Let me see. Yep, Slapshots was actually number 7 on the list.
Wow.
Taylor, what do you got? Give me some sports movies.
Well, he said The Sandlot, which would definitely be on there. Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday was on here. That is number 24.
Rudy. I don't like Rudy, but is Rudy on there?
Rudy's number 26. That's one of my favorite sports movies.
I can't get down with Rudy.
Why not?
I don't like the guy who plays Rudy. Lord of the Rings ruined him for me.
Oh, okay.
It just did.
Yeah, I can.
Sam.
I can. Okay.
I'm just
can
not
see
into that kind of Hobbit love. Hobbit on Hobbit.
Yeah.
Scissor kicking.
Yeah, some people are into that.
Anyway, I like Lord of the Rings, but Sam was one of my.
Oh
that
my
whole
God! Get to your
dynamic.
freaking sports movies.
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans?
That's got to be on there.
It was not on the list.
The Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder not on the list.
I don't understand how a movie with NASCARs and Tom Cruise isn't on the top.
How about Radio?
Radio was not on the list.
What?
Now,
Listen.
would Forrest Gump briefly count as a sports movie? He ran a lot, and he was
running.
Well, there is a movie about running called Chariots of Fire, and that was on the list.
Never even heard of it.
Neither
Is
have I.
the
Number
race
27.
on there. What about Field of Dreams? The Natural. The Natural is definitely one of my favorites.
No, and no.
Babe, the Babe.
Nope. So
How about
what-
basketball?
What's the women the women baseball players?
A League of Their
Own. Yeah.
How about the Hoosiers?
Is that on there?
Hoosiers was on there.
Hoosiers sucked.
Hoosiers was number 13.
What?
Yep. A League of
Dude.
Their Own, not on the list. So here are my favorite sports movies of all time.
Real quick, Rolling Stone, I need a job. Fire this writer, whoever came up with this shit.
I'm telling you,
Holler at me.
bullshit list. This,
Wow.
Now you know why I was infuriated with this. So my favorite sports movie of all time, without a doubt, is Remember the Titans. I love that movie.
It's a good pick.
So Remember the Titans. I talked about Draft Day and Moneyball. Rudy, Field of Dreams. You guys ever seen Field of Dreams?
Yeah, I
Yes.
like Field of Dreams.
Yep, not on the list. Major League, Invincible. What about Warrior? Have you guys seen Warrior?
Warrior was awesome.
Wrestling movie.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
That's a
Gilmore.
sports movie?
Not on the list. How about The Program? Another one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Not on the list. And then we go into the kid side of me. Little Giants. Not on the list. D2 The Mighty Ducks. And Space Jam.
Wait a minute. Space Jam isn't on this list?
Space Jam's not on the list.
Michael Jordan literally saved the fucking planet from aliens. Scratch that. Monstars. Okay? He literally saved the planet with the help of the Looney Tunes. This is bullshit. Bill Murray was in it.
Yep. So I have a list of the top 30.
You know LeBron James is ready to remake that shit?
Yeah, that's
What a way to make me hate his guts even more.
let me hear the top
okay.
10.
Do you want the top 10?
Yeah.
Top 15? What do you want?
Top 10.
Top 10. Rounding out number 10 was Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
Good
All right.
movie.
It's a good movie.
Good
yeah.
movie. Yep.
It's a good movie.
Number 9 was Cena. Came out in 2010.
Don't know it.
Never heard of it.
No.
Number 8 was We Were Kings. 1996.
Definitely never heard of it.
I'm surprised. Did you say this one? Slap Shots?
Yeah.
Okay, that was number 7. Number 6 was Bull Durham.
No.
Don't know it.
Number 5 was Caddyshack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Number 4 was Raging Bull.
It's a good
Heard of
movie.
it.
Number 3 was The Bad News Bears, the 1976 one.
Seen it on Netflix. Didn't actually watch it, just saw it up there.
No.
Number 2, rightfully at number 2, is Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Rocky 1, Rocky Trilogy.
Or it's like a collection.
I'm not too sure, but number 2 is Rocky. Number 1 is Hoop Dreams.
Hoop Dreams.
Hoop Dreams.
Who's in it?
Came out in 1994.
Who's in it?
I can actually tell you. Give me 1 second. But this list, it blew my mind. The sports movies on here. There were some I didn't even hear about.
Come on, like Mike isn't even on there with Lil Bow Wow, where he gets
Wow.
Michael Jordan sneakers.
I
Wow.
know.
Come on.
Rookie of the Year.
So,
Angels in the Outfield.
So Hoop Dreams is a basketball movie about poverty. It is from filmmakers Steve James, Peter Gilbert, and Frederick Marks. Yeah.
Garbage.
I never heard of it, but like there were some on here I've never heard of. The Bingo Long Traveling All-Star and Motor Kings. No. Chariots of Fire.
Wait, no. That's a documentary. That's really good.
That is a documentary. Yep. That was number 30. The Natural was on here. Bend It Like Beckham. Fat City. You ever hear of Fat City?
No.
A lot of these movies were from the 70s and 80s.
Rolling Stone, your list is garbage.
Pride of the Yankees. White Man Can't Jump was on here, though. That was number 11.
It's a good one.
But that is that's my point, that Rolling Stones fucking sucks at rating sports movies.
Wow.
They should stick to music.
What the crap?
Kev, what do you got this week?
I am super hyped for this movie that's coming out, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And Buddha, I know you don't like scary movies.
No.
I know you're not a fan of scary movies. How about you, Dan?
I love
Ooh.
scary movies.
Dude,
My favorite scary movie,
of all time.
it would have to be House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's
Okay.
Rejects.
Oh,
Both of them.
they're great.
Love
They're
'em.
absolutely phenomenal.
I
movies.
love the gore. I love Rob Zombie.
Rob
in it.
Zombie.
Yep.
I
He's
like
a
both
genius.
of those movies.
Yeah.
I like
those
both of those.
two of my
movies.
favorite horror movies.
Yeah.
So, one of the greatest horror writers, Stephen King,
Yeah.
they are getting to remake the TV
The made-for-TV movie.
made-for-TV movie It.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this movie. Have you guys seen trailers for this?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're sitting there looking disgusted.
I just, it scares the crap out of me. What do you want me to tell you? It scares the crap out of me. I am the biggest 6'5", 200 and some pound pussy that you'll ever see in your life. When it comes to this shit, like I saw the poster when it came out, with the new guy. The new guy looks terrifying. The new guy looks terrifying.
The original Pennywise the Clown was not terrifying?
It was terrifying, but not the same way as this. This guy looks demented, right?
Straight up.
Pennywise, he was scary back in the day, but not really till the end of the movie was he.
That was a
he
90s
scary.
made-for-TV
Yeah,
movie.
I understand, and don't get me wrong, it still scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
too.
Let's face facts, but this one looks absolutely fucking terrifying.
Dude, I can't wait. Where he's like right underneath Georgie, and he stands up and he's shaking his head like he's fucking crazy and running. Dude, I am so hyped for this movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a story about this movie, like the 90s movie. I was in my room. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, and I'm sitting there watching TV, and they air a commercial that they're getting ready to play it. And I see the commercial, and it's got to be like 15 seconds long. This terrified me so much that I had to run out of my room screaming and crying to my parents who were in the kitchen. Scared the bejesus out of me, but
dude.
I'm reliving my childhood by going to watch this.
Now, is this the movie that's been putting a lot of clowns out of business because it's scaring kids so much?
It
the whole
did
clown
then,
thing?
and it's doing it now too, and they haven't even
Because
that movie hasn't even come out yet, right? It comes out what?
They're starting
Next
to put
week.
warnings
Next week?
out
Yeah.
about people starting to dress up as clowns trying to scare kids because of this movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Well, we had that run in like this past year.
Yeah,
a few
months
yeah,
ago.
with people dressing like clowns.
Coming out of the woods
Out of
and
the
trying
woods.
to scare kids.
Some scary shit.
Get 'em.
Man.
Get him.
Fuck that.
Yo, I am so hyped for this movie.
Yeah, I'll fuck a clown up.
1990, that movie came
Fuck
out.
a clown the
Come
fuck
at me.
up.
I'll fuck you up.
Oh, fuck him the fuck up. He comes around here. Oh, Jesus. Don't talk some dumb shit to me dressed like a clown. Everybody's all hyped up. Oh, it's Halloween time. Man, I don't give a shit about Halloween. I like fall. I don't mind Halloween, but it just gives people an excuse to dress up and act like idiots.
So when does this movie come out?
Next weekend.
Next week?
Oh,
September, what then?
9th? Yeah.
All right. So that's a good one. I can't wait to see it. You know, I'll see it. I'll watch it at home.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. I watch scary movies in broad daylight.
With your hands over your
Oh,
eyes.
dude, yeah. It's like Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights. Like it's like I don't know what to do with these things. I just put them like in front of my face, and I'm just like, oh god, I can't watch this shit. See, I watch I like scary movies. It's just that I don't dig them in the theaters necessarily because of like the sound is crazy. They got their good speakers everywhere.
Yeah.
I will fucking have nightmares. I'm a fucking 10-year-old.
So, but you won't watch them by yourself at nighttime in your house either.
Fuck no.
Neither will I.
Nighttime,
But I fucking love them.
nighttime by myself, I'm watching something funny, or I'm playing video games trying not to focus on the serial killer that's hiding in the room next to me.
It's funny. I know somebody that if they watch a scary movie at nighttime, I'm not going to say any names, but if she watches a scary movie at nighttime, that she has to put the Disney Channel on before she goes to sleep. Sorry, Allison. I just threw you out there like that.
All right, so my what's the point for this week's a little bit crazier. I got this, all right, so season 2 started, and I kind of made a promise where I'm not going to get political. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. But I've seen a couple of things this week that made me sick. These cops out there. Listen, I'll post the occasional hashtag fuck the police. That's fine. I get it. All this whoever's lives matter, everybody's lives matter, fucking life matters, people. It bothers me that people get all up in arms about, Black Lives Matter. All they were really trying to do to begin with was promote the fact that cops are shooting black people. And the first story that I'm going to talk about here comes out of Cobb County, Georgia. Lieutenant Greg Abbott pulled this white woman over, was in the process of repoing her car. She is kind of frozen in her vehicle, hands up. He asks her to do something with her phone or something. She's nervous. She doesn't want to put her hands down. Quote, I've just seen so many videos of cops, he cuts her off. Quote, you're not black, remember? We only kill black people. Yeah,
Wow.
We only kill black people,
That
right?
makes me sick.
End quote. That's a police officer telling a white woman, don't worry, I'm not going to shoot you because you're white. The
And
poli-
she got this on recording?
No, it was his dash cam / body audio, I guess, because it was perfect audio of this shit.
Yeah, I believe it was the dash cam pointed at the officer next to the vehicle, but it was his microphone that recorded the whole thing.
The whole thing. The police chief down there said that Abbott was attempting a, quote, sarcastic standpoint to handle the situation. In other words, he was trying to make a joke to calm this woman down.
I don't care who the fuck you are. That's not funny.
It's not funny. It's inappropriate, and the police chief said that. Since then, this Lieutenant Greg Abbott is retiring from the force so as to avoid any kind of disciplinary action. Makes me sick.
So this guy, instead of getting disciplined like he should have been, he retired.
Yeah.
So he's still getting his pension.
Still getting everything.
He's still going to keep his benefits.
No
probably.
blemishes on his, perfect record or whatever. I'm all about good police work. I'm all about people helping each other. I'm all about people that want to sign up to be a police officer to make a difference. But if you know cops like this and you're a good cop, you're a bad cop by fucking association.
No way.
Listen, if your partner's a dickhead saying
that
shit
doesn't
like
make
this,
you a dickhead.
Sure as shit does. If you're sitting here doing drugs right now and a cop comes in here, I'm just as guilty as you because I'm sitting right next to you.
Because you didn't report it.
It's
Guilty by
completely
association? No? Is it not the same for them?
Nope.
One bad apple does not spoil a bunch.
If
What
you-
this guy said
what
was
I'm saying
completely-
is if you know about it. If you're a good cop, but your partner or some other cop that's not doing the right thing, that's racially profiling people, that's going out there shooting people or threatening to shoot people, or like this next guy in Utah, Detective Jeff Payne. I'm sure you saw the video of this guy arresting the nurse.
But let's get into...
There's a cop sitting right there just tapping him on the shoulder. It's all right, man. It's all right, man. No, do something about it. Get this fucking guy off this woman.
But going back to your point of
Uh-huh.
what you said of him saying it's okay, we don't kill white people, you're a white woman, we're not going to shoot you or whatever he said. I don't know exactly what he said. Just because his partner is with him while he said that doesn't make his partner a bad person. What you're getting at of these people that are abusing their privilege of being cops and the other one patting them on, I agree with that. That I can agree with. But for someone to be with, for a cop to be with another cop and the one cop says a dickhead thing does not make the other cop a dickhead.
Saying a dickhead thing, fine.
That's
Doing
where
a
I
dickhead thing.
disagreed with you.
If you're just follow me for a second. Over the past month or so, you've seen videos of Baltimore City Police planting drugs at crime scenes. Have you seen these things?
No.
I have not. No.
So this one cop in Baltimore.
But also, you got to remember.
Hold up, Kev.
But you got to remember, Facebook videos are very one-sided.
Sure. I'm telling you a body camera video that I saw of a police officer in Baltimore walking over to a crime scene, thinking he put drugs in there. He planted drugs in this little pile of shit on the ground, trash, okay? Then he walked away from the scene, over to his car, and hit record on his body cam. Not knowing that the body camera records up to a minute prior to, or it records up to a minute before you hit record. It's always recording. It's just not always transmitting. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you hit record, it takes that minute prior to you doing that, and then everything after. So, for example, you pull somebody over, hit click, boom, and now you're recording this whole transaction.
Right.
So this guy planted drugs, not knowing that the stupid camera on his chest is filming him putting this shit there, walks away, hits record, and gets caught doing it. A couple weeks later, same thing. But there was cops standing all over the place right there that saw him do that, didn't say shit. Does that not make them bad cops?
It's completely different from actions
and words. I agree.
What he said was him.
So I don't mean that all cops are bad. I'm not trying to get at that. I'm just saying that if you know something's wrong and you turn the other cheek,
you're just as guilty.
You're wrong.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Glad we agree on that.
I agree.
Because I'm not saying that, like I said, I'm not saying that all cops are bad. I know quite a few good cops. You see it on the news. You see first responders. hats off to all these people. They put their lives on the line to protect and serve. Other people do it, like you said, Kev, to take advantage of it, to do something bigger for themselves, whatever. That Baltimore cop there was trying to make a name for himself, get a promotion, or who knows what.
Yeah. Let's talk about this cop that arrested this nurse, because this infuriates the shit out of me.
This happened in Utah at the University of Utah Hospital Burn Unit. The nurse's name was Alex Wubbles. Literally a 2-time Olympian skier, I think, right?
Yep.
Detective Jeff Payne walked in there trying to get a blood sample from a victim in a car accident.
Who was completely unconscious.
Completely unconscious.
According to the hospital rules,
it's illegal. According to the Constitution,
you cannot get blood from somebody who's unconscious without their consent. The only way a cop can is if they are under arrest, they have consent from the person,
or a warrant,
or they have a warrant.
Right.
And this cop had neither of the three. Neither. And the nurse was sticking up for her patient.
Yeah, she was sticking up for her patient. She was wasting her time dealing with this guy who was gradually getting more and more irate with her. And she even had her supervisor or whatever on speakerphone talking to him and telling him that this isn't right. It's not allowed. He ended up grabbing her, rushing her outside, roughing her up a little bit, and cuffing her and putting her in a car.
Did she get arrested?
Yeah, she got arrested.
Yep, he arrested her. And guess what? This cop, nothing. Nothing. Not
Still
even
out there
a
being a
slap
cop
on the hand.
right now. The only thing is that he doesn't have to go to the hospital for blood samples anymore.
Ooh, la di fucking da.
So
yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
That's my point for the week. It sucks because we live in Chester County, Pennsylvania, a pretty nice fucking area of the country. Right outside Philly, about an hour. And we don't have to experience a lot of the things that other people have to experience in this country with police. And, I see these things on the news and I hate it. It makes me absolutely agitated, but I can't even imagine just being in that environment all the time. I can't imagine. I mean, like I've said before, I'm a stoner, so 9 times out of 10, I see a cop, I'm not enjoying that situation. Even if I don't have anything on me, I'm just like, oh my God, but I can't imagine just being straight up afraid of the police just because of who I am.
Yep.
I can't imagine that. But on the cop's defense, I'm not saying that there isn't harassment from the police to other people and everything, but put yourself in their situation to constantly keep a cool head no matter what situation. I know that's the job you signed up for, but just imagine how hard that would be.
I agree. It's probably very, very difficult. My thing is that it's not anti-police. It's better police training or better police mental health awareness.
I get what you're saying. I have a ton of friends who are cops. Tons. But they cannot break the law like this guy did by arresting that nurse for no goddamn reason. He had no reason to put his hands on her and arrest her when she was doing her job and following the rules, following the law, and not letting him take that patient's blood. Against the law.
So we're gonna move on. That's what's the point for this week. We had some good things. We got the movies. We got Kev. What the fuck did you talk about?
It.
You are not happy about that.
And I talked about the police. All right. So this week we listened to Thrice. The album is called Beggars. It came out in 2007. Thrice is one of my favorite bands. But I think this is your guys' first time hearing Thrice, correct?
It is. Yep. First time.
All right. This week's late review. Here we go. I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
Can't believe I'm just hearing.
why
about
didn't I know about this sooner?
Hang up and try again.
All right. So this week's late review, we got Thrice, Beggars. Listen, I really enjoy this album. Again, I said that Thrice is one of my favorite bands out. Been doing music for a long, long time. They started out really heavy. This album is kind of one of their lighter ones. And that's why I wanted you guys to listen to it, because I thought you guys might like it more than their other stuff. I give this album a strong 8.5, 9. I do. Good songs include All the World Is Mad. The Wait is really good. Double Speak. In Exile is one of my favorite songs. The Great Exchange and the way that they end the album. Beggars, the title track, is just absolutely incredible. Real heavy band. Very calculated guitars. Their drummer is really incredible. Again, I've liked Thrice for a long time, so kind of gotten into a lot more of their catalog. So I can really kind of appreciate this album a lot. Just because of their sound. And they have one album out past this that's also really good, but I thought this might be a good starting point for you guys into them if you liked them. But track of the week for me, I mean, I'll post, last week on SoundCloud, I posted links to a couple tracks from Jadena. Seemed to be pretty cool. So if you want, go below the episode, check out some links. I'll post some Thrice on there so you guys can check it out. What did you guys think?
Dan, you go.
Not my cup of tea. We're all right. I like the one song "Beggars," especially the ending, like you were talking about. The ending went hard. I like that, but it's not something I'm going to sit there and listen to on a daily basis.
Yeah, Kev. So hold on, Danny. Numerical number.
I'm gonna give a soft 5.
Soft 5. Kev.
If
Mm-hmm.
Thrice came on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
I would not be running to the radio to change the button.
Okay.
Did I like it? No, not really. I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Keep it 100.
If you're going to give me something to listen to,
Yeah.
and I start with track number 1, and I don't like it by track 3,
Yeah.
I'm
You're
not going to
gonna get
listen to
in.
it anymore. And I didn't make it past track 3.
Wow.
Go ahead.
So you would give it a 3 then? You think? Is
No,
that a- is
because
that a
I didn't
numerical
fully
number?
enjoy all 3 songs.
Wow. So you're giving it less than a 3.
2.5.
Wow. Is that a soft or a hard 2.5? So let me ask you guys a question.
Our taste in music is so different.
It's different. No, that's okay. That's okay. See, the thing with me is that I like a lot of different things because I listen to so much different stuff over the years, trying to produce music and just get inspiration from it with other people. So that's why it's a little bit broader and dumber to you guys probably. So let me ask you guys a serious question. What kind of music do you like? Tell me now.
My favorite kind of music, I would have to go with alternative rock, like 90s era alternative rock and classic rock. That's what my go-to would be on Pandora, on the radio, like 93.3 WMMR.
Who we're not getting paid by.
They don't
Who
pay
we're
us.
not getting paid by.
They don't pay us.
But
Danny,
yeah.
what about you?
I like the type of music that I'm going to listen to on the radio. Like it, I'm not going to hear Trice on the radio.
Right.
Thrice.
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 Oops.
So, but you go for more like the same, like what Kev's saying, like rock, classic rock.
Absolutely.
Favorite bands right now? Number 1 favorite band.
Shit, you put me on the spot.
Pearl
all
Jam.
time.
Pearl Jam.
Ugh.
Dude, I said that all last season.
I can't stand Pearl Jam.
Really?
There's a few songs I like. My favorite band is Dave Matthews Band.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
You know who I really do like? That's
So next
new?
week we're gonna do a late review of Justin Bieber's new album. Is that what
All
you're
right,
telling
I'm
me?
down.
No.
Can I have my kid on the show as a co-host?
No.
Yeah, if we get JB on the show, I'll be hyped.
This
right?
is a serious request
serious request
for next
2 What?
21 Pilots.
Okay,
I'm down with
I can
that.
meet you there.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Their newest album, or like what? They got a couple.
Dude, we haven't decided on an album yet.
Okay, but we're gonna do a 21 Pilots.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I like Metallica, Slipknot.
Can't get down with Slipknot.
Really?
Yeah.
I like them.
Too
I like
much
Korn.
screamo emo.
I like
I
Korn.
love Korn.
See, I like rock. I do. I've seen Dave Matthews live. They're really good. I like some Dave Matthews. Eddie Vedder, though, is a talentless ass clown.
Get out of here, dude.
Ugh.
You're nuts.
You can't even understand what he's saying.
So what?
So what?
They
so
make
you
great
openly
music.
admit that you have no idea what the fucking lead singer of this band does.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I love Pearl Jam.
You know, I've been really enjoying
I
lately.
like the band Pearl Jam. I like Pearl Jam. I'm just not a huge fan. That's all I'm gonna say.
I've been enjoying a lot of these groups like Disturbed remaking old songs.
Yeah.
Like Disturbed, The Sound
Dude.
of Silence. Have you heard that, Taylor?
Yeah, I have. It's actually really good.
Incredible.
How about, let me throw this one your way. Shine Down Simple Man.
Incredible. That
Oh
is
my-
my
dude.
favorite cover of all time.
Yeah.
So, Simple Man is one of my favorite songs simply because it reminds me of my brother. I love Simple Man. And when Shinedown did that cover, it is better than the original.
Yeah.
110% better than the original.
They did it better than Leonard Skinner.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have
Wow.
you heard it?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm going to jam to it on
It's
the way
good.
home.
It's okay.
He's good.
It's okay.
Sounds like,
Dude, it's so soulful.
It
Like,
didn't move. It didn't
oh
move.
my-
get
moved.
out of here.
Didn't move.
Dude, it's so soulful. It's just like, it. Ah!
It didn't move.
All right, get out of here.
See, but like I like rock. Like it's funny. Me and my brother John, we always like switched off growing up. I was into rock. He was into rap. He was into rock. I was into rap. We just kept like going back and forth. And eventually, that just stopped. And he was stuck on rock, and I was stuck on rap, and that's how it worked out. And all the way into adulthood, that's still how it is. You come into my work, like my warehouse where I work, and you'll hear probably the most gangster shit that, like, you just walk right into just a tornado of gangster. And
I don't know how you listen to that all day long.
oh, dude, it's not all day because I listen to a lot of like soul too and like funk. I like funk, but I like soul a lot, like R&B, and just like baby making music while I'm working, like
Keith Sweat,
Keith Sweat.
Brian McKnight.
Dude, I love D'Angelo. Dude, what? D'Angelo is a masterpiece. Everything.
No.
It's unbelievable.
No, thank you. I can't even believe you paid to see him live.
Dude, he was unbelievable live. Unbelievable. Fantastic. But then
I'm not even going to go there.
Incubus was awesome. I like Incubus a lot. I used to. They got dumb. They suck now. But it's, it is what it is. I don't know. We'll look at some 21 Pilot albums coming up, and we'll decide which one we're doing. But that's what you can look forward to next week. But for now, Kev, what do you got for this week in history?
Oh, man, you caught me slipping.
Caught you slipping. Some fucking co-host.
Let me bring it up real quick.
Oh, my God.
Oh, right
Sitting over there daydreaming about Eddie Vedder fucking serenading you with some bullshit. Oh, Eddie, that's my best Eddie Vedder impression. It's not even my best.
Shut up. Let me get to this. September 5th, 1997, humanitarian Mother Teresa wins Nobel Peace Prize.
Over Eddie Vedder.
September 6, 1995, Cal Ripken Jr. broke Lou Gehrig's Ironman record by playing his 2,131st straight game. 1997, more than 2 billion people watched Princess Diana's funeral on TV.
Wow, I remember that.
That's man. That
Candle
was,
in the Wind.
Yep. September 7th, 1979, ESPN made its debut on cable television.
That's kind of gotten whacked now too, hasn't it?
You don't watch SportsCenter?
I love I love ESPN, but I'm just saying they've made a lot of changes over the past years. It's not MTV level, right?
Did you hear that they actually have an ESPN 8 now? The Ocho.
The Ocho, yep.
And they show stuff like they would on the Ocho.
That would be dodgeball and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Incredible.
September 8th, 1966, Star Trek premieres on television.
And move on.
1998, Mark McGwire hits its 62nd home run. September 9th, 1956, Elvis Presley appears on television for the first time on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow. Pretty busy week in history.
And that's what we got.
I'm going to be busy this week in history. Going on vacation. I'm out of here, people.
Peace.
That's the end of week 3, baby.
Yes, sir.
Highly successful.
Yeah, I dig it.
Check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter
Twatter.
at Might Be News 24/7. That's Might Be News 247. Holler at us on Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes. Follow us, listen, subscribe, download, share. If you like the show, share with your friends. Word of mouth, people.
And I want to know what your favorite sports movies are and what you think of the Rolling Stones bullshit list.
Tweet us. Tweet us
movies.
these things. Do you agree or disagree with some of the statements we've made about some other things? The top sports movies, the police, all the things we talked about.
It.
Are you excited to see it? Or are you
Yes.
scared to death of it like me?
Pussy.
At least I don't like Pearl Jam.
Oh, you're such a jerk.
All right. Enjoy your week, guys. I'll see you next week. I'm Taylor Cooper. Say peace out, Kev.
I love you guys. I love you.
Say peace out, Danny.
All right, guys.
All right. Excellent show, guys. Thanks so much. Thank you out there. Have a safe week. Be good. Peace.